I need a moment. I've been sitting here hours. I need a moment.
Let me break it down to you.
No, nobody goes through what we've gone through. Nobody goes through this much to get a visa.
It's time to see everybody's least favorite senior citizen on 90 Day Fiancé. Well, maybe second if you count Big Ed as a senior. I think he counts. But it's time to watch Angela absolutely lose her mind when she realizes what the results are of Michael's latest visa application. And needless to say, things didn't go so well, as I'm sure many of you, including me, were all hoping. So with that good news in mind, make sure you drop a like, or else tomorrow you're gonna wake up, look in the mirror, and realize you're Big Ed. And without any further ado, let's get right on into it, shall we?
Today is Michael's visa interview. Unfortunately, I'm not there because we got in a major argument this morning. I regret not going.
I love how she's like, we got in a major fight and unfortunately, Michael didn't want me there. Basically flipping it like, no, lady, you decided to freak out and you're the reason you didn't go because you literally sent him off on his own. But okay, keep living in fantasy land.
This is just a nightmare.
A nightmare that you created. Much like Big Ed, this woman seems to have a superpower for being the entire catalyst for things to happen and then complaining about that said thing happening to them. Like, you chose to be that way and to fight with Michael. You chose to make him go alone. And now she doesn't know what to do with herself and is crying some sob story like we're supposed to give a damn. And what the hell was that? Is this seriously how you greet a waiter? Like, this woman is so old and she just seems like she doesn't know how to do anything on her own. Like, Shawty can't even whistle. Not that you should just be whistling or hollering at your servers anyways. Like, just wait, they will be around to your table for you shortly, I'm sure.
Bonjour, madame. Comment vous allez?
Bonjour, I English.
Why did she say it like that? Oh my god, this whole interaction is killing me. How does one navigate conversation so poorly?
Okay, you don't speak French.
Oh, you speak English?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. I just need a beer.
Oh, thank God. Nobody else speaks English around here as like a second or third language. Not that I could speak your French language or know any other second languages for that matter, but I'm still gonna talk down upon the people who don't speak English well as a second language. She sounds so relieved to know that somebody else speaks English, and I'm predicting that she's instantly gonna just be trauma dumping on this dude.
I'm having a bad day already.
Okay.
So I don't want to have to, anyway. I'm nervous too.
Oh, she cut herself off, actually. My prediction was almost correct, but maybe she's showing some restraint here for once, which is shocking knowing this woman. She literally has no impulse control and she just flies off the handle at a moment's notice. So the fact she used some foresight there, I give her some props.
We got in an argument with my husband, actually.
Okay.
And we got in a big argument. I didn't go with him. And now I feel bad and now I'm just nervous and...
I immediately retract my statement. Never mind. Yeah, she's just gonna dump it all on this guy while he's like, okay, what did you want to order?
Now I'm just nervous and...
That's the biggest situation.
It is. I'm sorry to vent to you.
Except no, you're not, Angela, or else you wouldn't have vented to him. You realized in the moment you shouldn't have dumped it all on him. And then you changed your own mind again because you're selfish and think everybody in the world cares about your problems. See, that's the problem with putting freaking camera in this lady's face for 7 years for this relationship. She really has let the clout rot her brain and now thinks that everybody gives a damn about her situation when nobody else really cares.
If you don't show up, you want to go to dinner? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to lighten things up. I'm just kidding.
Oh, jeez. What? She is making this so awkward for no reason. Like, this is taking an hour for her to place her order. Just tell the man what you want so he can leave, please. You're holding him hostage right now. Also, if the roles were reversed, you know she would absolutely go in on Michael if he even made a similar comment. She would be popping off to the point where she almost had to be restrained by security. It would be that big of a blow-up. Yet for her, it's totally okay to make those jokes, because again, selfish. So finally, she places her order, which is just one brewski and a cold glass. And she's gonna sit here and basically freak out as she realizes this is taking way longer than the 20 minutes it's supposed to take. According to their research, that's what they said interview should be, and apparently Michael's been gone for hours at this point. So knowing how anxious this woman is, this is just going to escalate into something terrible, I hope.
Our entire future together hinges on if he can ace this interview. And what scares me the most is I have no control over the interview.
So she is just sitting at this outdoor cafe area, absolutely pouring up and tweaking, bro. They keep zooming in on her feet for some reason, which like should have a warning on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just something nobody wants to see with their mortal eyes. But needless to say, she is stressing the hell out, and I don't know how many she's been throwing back, but I'm assuming Michael's just gonna walk up on a complete mess of a situation here and be screamed at for sure. He might be getting the Liz in the hot tub treatment. So the time has come. Michael arrives, and he's looking a little bit apprehensive, a little bit nervous, which leads me to believe he does not have the best news to deliver. And again, let's hope that's the case. Please. Nobody wants to see these two succeed.
You didn't get it?
No.
You didn't get it. What the you mean you didn't get it?
What the hell else could he mean by those words? He literally said no. That's the most concrete answer you could have. Bro did not pass the test. And deep down, they both knew this was going to be the outcome, so I don't know why anybody's acting surprised.
I can't believe this. I cannot believe that. I can't believe this.
And it's just so embarrassing. She makes a scene of everything. Like, she's gonna start screaming in public here in a place she has no business screaming. I mean, you shouldn't be screaming anywhere, but especially when you're visiting another country, making a scene, making an ass of yourself with these TV cameras, and just reinforcing that stereotype that Americans are loud, boisterous, and annoying as hell.
Oh my God, I can't believe this.
Hold on. Let me explain. It is not over yet.
And she is just in full meltdown mode, as Michael is just asking her to hold on over and over, like bro has more information, more lore to drop on her, and she can't even process the fact that he just said he didn't have his visa right away. Like, maybe he's gotta wait, who knows? Instead, she's just not letting him talk at all.
We ain't ever gonna get a visa. Like, he's been denied twice in the past. We don't know why.
We got no idea why he's been denied. I mean, even though, yes, we're on this kind of farce of a TV show that perfectly explains why we don't have a legitimate reason for getting married, and love is very evidently not there between us, I don't know why he keeps getting denied. It's weird. Also, the red flags on this man's account just have to be so high. Like, as soon as he applies a third time, or I guess this might be the third time, I've lost track, honestly, but nobody's gonna be accepting this dude into the US, and I think she realizes that with every failure brings many, many more roadblocks. I mean, geez, it's been 7 years these freaking idiots have been trying to make this work.
They said they will contact me. It might be 1 week or 2 weeks from now. It is their protocol, okay?
And Michael explains it's not even a definite no. They're basically trying to hear back from the other area where he first applied to get a visa and failed, and once they get that information, there's still a chance he could get it. But instead, Angela's acting like it's the end of the world, again causing such a freaking scene in this public square. It's embarrassing.
So we're stuck here 2 weeks.
You can leave. I will stay here.
Really? You know what? You can leave now.
Oh, God, and Michael messes up. He just says a trigger word. I swear, every fight they have this where he says one random thing wrong and Angela completely takes it in the worst possible context. I get the vibe that was him trying to be like a solution-oriented partner there and being like, okay, if you already are making a big deal about us being, quote, stuck here, I can stay and deal with this stuff. You can go back to our home and, like, wait for me to figure this out. And instead, Angela's like, oh, you want me to go? Okay, fine. Well, you F off then. Like, this is just going to lead her into popping off even more.
No, I need a moment. I've been sitting here hours. I need a moment.
Let me break it down to you.
No, I've been shaking up day.
These two are so bad at communicating, and it's not like a language barrier thing, it's just personality. This woman is not going to listen to any sort of reasoning, and Michael's always trying to reason with her and have her look at things in a very non-emotional way. She's never going to do that because this woman's like 80,000 years old, and she still acts like a freaking child when things don't go her way and throws massive tantrums.
But you tell me to go home, you just stay here. You really care about me, huh?
You really care about me, Michael? Shoot. Oh man, the Southern really comes out when she gets pissed off at this dude, which is pretty much all the time. But man, is she volatile when she's saying these things. Like, she is looking so hateful in her eyes as she's saying these things to Michael. Again, I think she took that the completely wrong way and just isn't listening to any reason that he has. So he's just giving up and shutting up at this point.
You never say the right things to your wife.
Because I know you wouldn't want to stay here.
I don't want to hear about all that.
And it sounds like I was right. He was trying to say the right thing, and she just took it the wrong way. And she's like, nope, you know what? Still, I'm going to be mad, even though you proved why I shouldn't be mad. I'm just going to continue throwing this freaking fit because I'm a toddler.
Nobody goes through what we've gone through. Michael, they don't want you there, and they're trying.
Jeez, dude, this is actually scary to see a grown person act like this. Like, what the hell? Shouting at the top of her lungs. She's about to shoot her dentures out, bro. Just with the force of her voice. She's harnessing the power of the Thum right now, like the Dragonborn.
You too confident in what you're doing. You need to be scared about this.
She's stumbling over her words because at this point she's probably pretty lit, as well as she just goes feral in these moments where she's not even thinking. Like, brain is completely shut off. She's just in animal rampage mode, like she was with Liz in the hot tub incident.
Nobody goes through this much to get a goddamn visa.
Angie, we are still on track.
She's giving like that bratty kid in the toy aisle of the store that you overhear 5 aisles away, just losing their mind, and the poor parent is by themselves, like not knowing how to properly handle it. I understand this is a very big deal for her, but the fact that she's acting like this in public, I just can't stop thinking of how freaking embarrassing this is. I don't know how Michael puts up with it, bro, especially for 7 years. That's, oh my, that's so much. I feel his pain.
Everything looks good. Then she asks, why did I move my case from Lagos to Abida. I said because of backlog.
So here, Michael slips up, so to say. Although I don't think it's a slip up, I think it's him telling the truth, and he didn't say this detail as it was happening, but he apparently moved his case from one region to another because the other region he was moving to had less of a backlog, so he would be able to essentially hear back from the visa office wherever they are located quicker as there was less of a queue. Angela didn't know about this, so the freaking rampage continues. Although this time she's ripping a stogue in her element. She's got the smoke fuming out of her nostrils like a freaking angry dragon, and she's about to light this dude's ass up.
You son of a bitch, you didn't tell me that. Tell me again. Tell me again.
No,
Did you?
don't say it.
I will tear
Don't
this
say
mother.
it.
Did you move the Abidjan?
Oh my god, the tactics every turn. I swear, I did not watch this beforehand. I just thought that she was gonna go Liz mode. And this is the same playbook. Granted, she's giving even more distance to Michael than she granted to Liz. I'm pretty sure they were touching noses when they fought, which is just so scary. Like, it just shows how psycho this woman is. And she is going absolutely mental as she finds out that he kept this information from her, which, yes, is pretty shady. But I don't know, maybe it escaped bro's mind. I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but it could have been an honest mistake. And it sounds like something he was doing in order to get a response faster. But again, all reason is just thrown to the wayside here as Angela is in this rage mode, so she doesn't want to hear it.
You have no right making decisions like that without consulting me.
And she just sounds so controlling, even in her rage over the situation. She thinks this man's an idiot and can't do anything himself, and all decisions need to be coming from her, even though when anything messes up, it was Michael's fault, even though he didn't devise any of the plan or do any of it himself. Like, it's just so backwards, bro, and she continues to have control over this guy in such weird ways.
No, you just slipped. That's how you do.
I didn't sleep.
You moved the mother to Abidjan and didn't tell me. What the are we doing?
He's like, I'm telling the truth. That was me trying to tell you the truth. This dude just can't win. No matter what he says, even if he was silent, she would take that as offensive. I'm sure of it.
Michael, what you're doing is doing what you want and telling me later, and it's causing problems. And honey, I'm too old for that.
Ain't that the truth? You're too old for all of this, Angela. I'm serious. You should just fly home for your health and give up all of this, because the past 7 years have not been kind to you. And already you were in, you know, a decrepit state going into those 7 years. So it's just really starting to compound and bring out the worst in you, girlie. And we want the best for you. Okay, that last part was a lie, but the rest was the truth.
And I love you for 7 years, but I can drop you for 7 more. I'm tired. On that note, get you a room.
And then she does her classic maneuver of enacting power over this man's living situation and says, get your own damn hotel room. I think she just loves the idea of having control over this dude's life and being the reason that she's like been a savior to him and given him a safe space and a family, when in reality, she just tries to revoke that at every moment, much like Big Ed did, you know, saying, get out of my house and like that. But she's tired with a T at the end. I don't know if that's an accent thing or she just genuinely misspoke, because she's really been going hard throughout this fight and just singeing brain cells. Who knows? But all I do know is that's enough of Angela for me for a single day, so make sure you like this video again if you don't want to wake up and look in the freaking mirror and see Big Ed staring back at you. I've heard it happens to non-likers, I'm just saying. Anyways, as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and until next time, peace out.